Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. So I just finished binge watching Charmed season 8. Yeah, that's 8. And yes, I know it's kind of been a day late, or maybe 2 days late. Can't really keep track of time. Anyways, even though it is the 20th anniversary of the X-Men, which I will touch upon after this video, Charmed season 8 was interestingly the final season. Well, not necessarily the final season, but it was the final season for the original / OG cast and crew. I believe the original, well, just the original cast for that decade. Now, even though it was the final season of the original cast and crew, or the original cast with Piper, Prue, Phoebe, and Paige, that's not necessarily the final Charmed season or series, if that makes sense. But okay, so even though I am done watching redoing Charmed, till I redo Charmed season 1, or Charmed before I redo Charmed season 9 and get to Charmed season 10, it was more about retiring, living that final retirement life, doing one last battle, because that one last battle was critical for future generations and whatnot. But a lot of interesting stuff went down. They introduced a new character with Billy because they had to do something, right? And they kept taking, or they didn't. The Angel of Destiny took Leo because technically he wasn't taken. He was frozen because there was nothing better to do. There's a lot of things you could do, like freezing. Yes, I know I have a freaking zit by my nose, but anyways. But here's the thing. You couldn't have just done something else, just gave him a temporary vacation, just send him to, I don't know, another planet, or something else. You literally had to fucking Walt Disney his ass like, just freaking freeze his ass. Like, hey, we're gonna give Leo the Walt Disney treatment. Like, what? No. Anyways, then Piper, then Phoebe and a Cupid falls in love because, hey, we're running out of ideas. And that's pretty much what was going on. Is just like, we're pretty much running out of frickin' Phoebe's love story that has to end at some point. Paige's husband, she tells him that she's a witch, and he's being all like, oh, what does this do? Ooh, what do you do? Like, no, you're acting like a kid in a candy store with magic. Like, get real. Like, magic does not happen like that. Or, like, people don't react to magic like that. Just saying. I mean, like, magic is cool, but, like, it's, like, it's not that serious. Like, you don't have to ask 21 freaking questions about magic and magical beings. Magical beings and magical things are in history books. So pick up a freaking history book. Don't just, like, we don't want to hear about what's been being axed. Like, I mean, I understand it was for the time, or at the time of when it was airing, but, like, it just didn't feel kosher. It just didn't sit well, but what are we gonna do, you know? And they kept on bringing, we deserve retirement. Like, okay, you deserve to not fight demons, but is it really considered demon retirement? Demon fighting? Okay, well, yes, it's technically retiring from fighting demons, but, like, is it really considered retiring if you're just complaining at this point and doing one last job? Like, like, what am I missing here? Like, anyways, and so they do one last time manipulation thing, because why not? Gotta go out with a bang. One last time manipulation thing, just to save Paige and Phoebe, who died but didn't really die because of things and reasons. Time traveling is just one huge freaking mess, to be honest. But it is entertaining. Now, yes, I understand time traveling can be tricky. Time manipulation can be a hassle at times. But I honestly don't know what was going on. It was okay. It's still an okay show. Still a good show. But the CGI is vastly different than the CGI we get in, like, season 9, season 10, just saying. And so, yeah. Now, okay. So, now I'm going to be talking about how it connects to the Arrowverse, okay? A lot. Okay, now this is where I get into talking about how it connects to the Arrowverse, okay? Now, they mentioned the underworld multiple times. They call the underworld, or hell, whatever you want to call hell. The underworld, the Hades, whatever. Wherever you're from, who knows? Tartarus, if you're watching Charmed season 9 and season 10. Whatever. Okay, so we established that they are in fact in California. Okay. I did some research. Los Angeles is 5 hours from San Francisco. 5 hours and some odd minutes away from San Francisco. Just because I wanted to do some research on the distance between San Francisco and San Francisco, because why not? And even though they don't mention anything except for Nancy Drew, and here's another fun little reference. In the beginning of season 8, they mentioned Jingle Jangle, which is a drug in Riverdale. So, they mentioned Jingle Jangle, even though it might have not been even though it might have not been calling the Riverdale drug by name, it was referenced. I would consider it a reference to Riverdale. Just saying. Just a reference. And they constantly dropped Nancy Drew. Constantly. Like, every so often they would name drop Nancy Drew. Like, they would call each other Nancy Drew. And some of the bad guys they used bow and arrows. So that could have been a nice little, that could have predicted Arrow before the Arrowverse was a thing. And they mentioned Crisis. They said a crisis, like 2 times, I think, in season 8. maybe one or two times in season 8. So, Crisis, even though it was technically the end of the world-ish crisis, or a crisis, that could have been before the actual Arrowverse crisis on Infinite Earths. And here's another thing I noticed. The angel, the one of the angels of destiny, said the same thing that the Monitor said. I did not see this coming. This is not well, she didn't really say that, but in her own exact words were kind of similar, but still there. Like, the notion is there, okay? Certain people died before their time, like Paige and Phoebe, and Oliver Queen. They both died during a battle, because when they were blowing up the house, because they had to blow up that frickin' house, they died. 3 people died. They did some wimey-timey magical time manipulation, time traveling stuff, because why not? And then they had to restructure everything. They had to rebuild magic and everything else. And my biggest problem with this is, okay, we understand magic school is established, but what is the name of the magic school? You know? Like, what was magic school's name? You can't just say, oh, we're sending the kids off to magic school, because you couldn't think of anything original to come up with. Like, Harry Potter has Hogwarts. You couldn't think of a pretty cool name than Hogwarts? And Hogwarts? There are American magic... There is an American Hogwarts out there. From when I do research on Harry Potter, so why not call it something else to make a Harry Potter reference or connection? I don't know, something like that, That would have been cool too. But did we get that? No, we did not. But it's okay. It's A-okay, because I am going to be redoing Supernatural and pretty much doing the same thing I am doing with this last season, or season 8 of Charmed, or what I've been doing with Charmed, but with Supernatural. So, yeah. Sorry about that. My phone kind of told me to charge my phone. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's how I believe it connects to the Arrowverse. But Also, it's been fun revisiting Charmed after not doing it for 3 years, or doing a actual review in 3 years, or since 3 years. So yeah, I think 3 years is good enough for a redo, you know, to make it better, to make it, you know, interesting. And I got to tell some new messed up jokes, because I love telling jokes and improving my messed up jokes and whatnot, because I find my jokes to be funny, I guess. I don't know if you guys find my jokes funny or not, but you know, that's what I'm here for, to entertain and hopefully get noticed by Hollywood and do some more entertaining for you guys. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Even though Dark Month or Dark Night Month, or whatever you guys want to call it, is right around the corner, I will be doing something for you guys in when Dark Month comes and whatnot. So please stay tuned for that. Lucifer Season 5 is just around the bend. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of how Lucifer is connected with the Arrowverse, because we all know that whole little scene, or that Arrowverse cameo with Tom Ellis, who is a fantastic freaking Lucifer, just saying. And then, but anyways, that's pretty much what's going on over there in the main Arrowverse. But, oh, and another thing I forgot to say is they had like a Sex and the City thing. To be honest, I don't know anything about Sex and the City. Didn't even watch Sex and the City. Never saw the movies. Sorry, Sarah Jessica Parker. Love you, but I'm not a Sex and the City kind of guy. Just saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know plenty of people who are obsessed with Sex and the City. Like my sister and my mother. Because they are like fanatics about fucking shit like that. Like, please don't bore me with lame Sex and the City talk, because like Sex and the City, I don't know, pretty much taught them how to be probably taught them how to work on the corner. I'm just joking. Love you guys, but just saying. I kid. I'm joking. I love my family. But if you're watching this, Dallas, sorry, love ya. If you're watching this, mother, love ya. Top of the morning to ya. No, I kid. I love them. But anyways, on all seriousness, it was a good show. For like late 90s, early 2000s. But I'm probably not gonna revisit Charmed again. If I do, it'll probably be like a while. You know, not like I'm not gonna do it every 3 years, because that's just pointless. But anyways, that's all I have for, once again, that's all I have for you guys so far. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.